Boom, boom. This is Cameron. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little Destiny Child up today. Got a bunch of stuff to open up in the in my items today, so let's go ahead and take a look at that and see what we got. All right, so this is what I've gathered so far. Remember, we do have another 4 days left in the actual narrative dungeon / world boss event. So go ahead and get in, make sure that you're focusing on that on Daily Matter. But as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff to open up. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. We got some of the Spa Lucky Box that are coming open up here. So let's see if we get anybody good. Because you get 3 in each one, so it's random. So there's not really stuff that you can do. So we got Eve, Jupiter, and Dabby. I think this is the regular Dabby. So that's pretty good. Let's take a look. Water. So these are 3 to 5 child water tickets. A 10 pool, so we can see how many. So hopefully we get lucky. I'm not sure what the rates are on these actually. So apparently not too high. So these are 10 pools. You get these from the within the mission pass. I completed the. I'll show you the ones I completed after we've opened up some of the stuff. I'll show you the mission pass events that I have completed to get all these items here. I mean, the rate's not very good. It's just a standard 10 pool, but it just operated under the fact that it's all one specific class, so it increases your chance of getting a 5-star. Like this is a 5-star. And so we've got Bathory, but unfortunately I've got Bathory already maxed out. So not too helpful there. And Light. So let's see here. Yeah, I finished Bathory I think about 2 months ago, but I was working on her consistently. I think I need to clean out my box. Get a bunch of Onyx. So just extract all these. Boop, 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 boop. A little too far there. Extract. Working my Onyx back up. I spent all my Onyx getting the DNA maxed out. I got her fully awoken. As well as all of her grids opened up as well too, so she's completely ready. And I've also maxed out her skills as well. So I've been working on her for quite some time. But there's Bathory right there. I have the skin, so that's why it doesn't look like the regular Bathory. But that is Bathory right here. So this is the S rank skin for her. You can get it through the Rebirth. Get it through the Rebirth Labyrinth is one of the places that you can get it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let me take a look to show you the mission passes that I completed, so you know how I got some of the tickets. So the first one I completed was this one right here. This is basically just to get some of the crystals. You should definitely do this. Just read the stories inside of Hakat's library. Also, this one right here is where I got most of those things at, and I'll be opening up this next. This is the 2020 choice box, so skin box. So these were basically do stuff within the use the items to create the ignition cores and level up. Create 100 weapon stones and then use them. Use 200, use 100. So I did that on a bunch of equipment. So if you go in here and look at my equipment now, as you can see, I've got, I pretty much leveled up a lot of my equipment, put A's and B's on it. When you do the choice, you can choose to stop. So I put it to stop on a B, and if it was a B that I liked, I went ahead and accepted it. I did get lucky and hit, I hit S once, but this is, all these were done. So I probably used, I would say about 700, maybe 800 tries, and I got 1 S. So that just gives you that should give you the idea of how bad the rate drop is on this. A is just as bad, but at least if you pulled out a couple hundred, maybe 400 or 500, there's a good chance you'll get it once or twice. S is just ridiculously low. I mean, this is probably the work of yeah, well over 1,000, well over 1,000, and I've only gotten 2 S's. So that's just that, it's just not productive. It costs a lot of gold to actually make, make the it doesn't cost anything to use them, but it costs a buttload to make them. So yeah, it's not advisable to waste your time on that unless you just got a bunch of money to kill and a bunch of time to kill, because you can't do it. You can set it so it automatically runs, but you still have to sit there and wait for it to run 100 times. So it does take a little while. But yeah, I just don't see where it's worth it. So let's go ahead and open up this selector. Now this is a skin selection box. So I want to use this on Dana because I have not been able to get my hands on Dana's skin. So I'm hoping that she is in here, but she might not be, because I think these might just be the new childs. I don't think they have any of the old ones, but we'll have to see. Yeah, they got Lita in there, so she should be in here. Mafdet. Can't specify. So you just got to look through all of them and find the one that you're looking for. Okay, Hot Spring Dana, but I think that's the actual fire version of her. I can't specify in this. It's ridiculous. If I could just filter it in a little bit, but it looks like they've got everybody in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the right Dana, because Dana doesn't look like that at all. And her light version, I'm looking for the light version. I already have this version of her. I've already got this skin for her, so it's not the one I'm looking for. Mona, Capri, Dana's pretty noticeable, so you should be able to see her. She's got that sort of half mask on. There she is. Now this in here, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is her light version. Guess we'll find out. So let's go ahead and go into the skins. Yes, light Dana. Okay. Now here's what I want to see what's going to happen, because I have Dana's skin on. Am I going to have to remove the skin? No, I'm not going to have to remove the skin, because I've got her skinned. And there she is. So now I just need to get Mott and I'll be in good shape. This is my main PvP team right now. So if I can get Mott, I'll have my entire PvP team set up. But I don't have another selector box, so I'll just have to wait until they come out with another selector box. There's no more in the actual item so for another selector box of it. I mean, you can have a chance to possibly get it on those tickets, but I didn't. So, all right, let's go. Let's do these 5 stars here, and we'll see what we got. So we got Werewolf, Kubata, Sparkling Neptune, and two nine-tailed fox Tamamamos. I do think I actually need some of her, actually. Okay, so there's 2. Okay, right there she is. I've got her. I've got a skin for her human form, so it's not that. So that's gonna get me up to 5. So I just need I think I need, yeah, just need 1 more to actually finish her up. Yeah, but I'll need to take her to 60 first, which is difficult because she's fire. It's really difficult to take Fire Child to 60 because it interferes with your, you know, because the fire crystals are what you use to level up your enhancement materials as well. So that just makes it more difficult to do Fire Childs. So you have to be, you know, I've got numerous crystals for the others. I can take a bunch of them up without any trouble, but yeah, whenever it comes to fire, and that's what I've got. I've got several fire that I want to actually bring up, but I can't at the moment because I don't have the crystals for them. So I have to work through some crystals. So let's go ahead and finish up on the pool, see if there's anything else interesting in here. So A class weapon, fake scimitar, A class accessory, motorcycle helmet, and an A class armor ticket for the wetsuit. And we got 1 prism soul card ticket right here. And invasion and PvP, and just a bunch of those. Alright, these are 3 to 5 pools. Let's see if we get any 5s on this. No, all 3s. These are 4 and 5s. Let's see if we get lucky on one of these. Nope, 2 4s. So luck not holding on those. Bunch of equipment. Those are just these are pretty much all useless. There's a 5. This is just a regular 5, not a prism. Got a 5. 15 is fire. We can go find that's actually pretty good. I'm probably actually going to apply that one. I'm setting up multiple soul cards as sets. You know, a PvP set and then an actual world boss raid set, because the fact of the matter is it's annoying having to change them around and mix them up for each other, but that's the only way you can really do it, to have it actually work. So let me see. I've got down, it's 17,000 crystals, so I'm pretty low. Alright, so let's take a look at what we got. So now the world boss is going to be up for 4 more days. Okay, 3 days now. So if you want to make sure that you get in there and knock that out as much as you can, and try to, you know, do as much damage as possible, but you should be able to get the rewards pretty easily. The narrative dungeon, it's going to be up for another 6 days, so this is going to be running a little bit longer than the actual world boss. I've got to start focusing on this a little bit better. I'm still, you know, I still got to get her. I've drawn on her a couple times. I haven't been able to get packets, so I have to get her there, and then the Requiem. So I should be finishing up pretty easy. I got plenty of time, and it's just a matter of you know, getting the blood gems and see if there's anything good inside of here. Once you start clearing 8, and once you've cleared that, the rewards in here start to get a little bit better. You'll start seeing A-type equipment. You'll start to see, you know, some pretty good stuff in here. I've even actually seen a 5-star ticket inside of here before. So, yeah, don't be afraid to, after you've cleared the initial 8, don't be afraid to go ahead and just keep running it and running it and resetting the board so that you can get, you know, the rewards for that, because it'll definitely pay off in the future. So the Rumble Challenge is still going on as well. As you can see, it's going to be going on for another 6 days, literally in the same time the narrative dungeon does. But you definitely want to try to get these 3 at least. I did get the Orb Box 7 blocks, which is I wanted to get. I want to get this right now. So this is my main focus. So I'm definitely going to make sure that once I you know, that I have enough to clear that before. But looking at it, it looks like I've got 36. So yeah, I have to just run it a few more times today, and I'll be back on chat. It stopped running early today because I hit the claim inside of the battle. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I only ran 3 because my mileage hit at 100, so it stops it in the middle there. But as you can see, I've still got to run it 3 times today, and once I've done that today, I'll be back on tap to finish it on time. And you definitely want to, because when we're 15 bucks, that's a free equipment, a free max level enhanced piece of equipment. So that takes a long time to do, just naturally. I mean, it can take, you know, weeks to get a piece of equipment up to 15, and now you can do it instantly. So, and I think it's actually selector too. Yeah, it's an orb select box, so you can do it on a weapon, armor, or accessory. So that's pretty good. So definitely want to get on that. Keep hitting the wheel because this is an excellent way to get some spa materials. So definitely want to keep doing that on a daily basis. This is really good. I'm seriously, you know, as I said before, you definitely want to focus on this because this is just where you can get the best rewards. You get all those spa skins. I managed to get one of the spa skins that the rewards that I got. You know, I managed to get a 5-star. Okay, but you're really going for that 2020 select. That right here is what you're going for. Because any spa child that you're missing, you can select one. Any, and as you can see, there was quite a few in there. And definitely do this just to get the fire crystals. Okay. Well, boss, as I said, 3 more days, get in there and knock her out. I gotta go into the shop and buy some stuff. As you can see, I got 410,000. 5-star tickets. But also you want to focus on snatching these up right here. Because these are already ready. No enhancement needs to be done on these. You don't have to waste fire crystals. They're already ready to go. And you can check a 5-star child up to 6. So you definitely want to purchase all of them. I think there's one more left. Oh, yeah, another 120. I'll get that. And I've already got all the Hecates out of there, and I got the hot spring Mona out here, or the Mona, I think it was suntan Mona. What's it called? Summer's tan Mona, something like that. Anyway, the tanned version of Mona. But I do need to go ahead and get this right here. So I just need 200, and then another 120. Or yeah, 100. So another 320, which is not a problem. I'll have that in 3 or 4 days. So I should be able to get close. It should be able to be close, but I should be able to get there. All right, so that's everything for today. All right, so yeah, definitely get in there. 3 more days for the world boss, 6 more days for the narrative dungeon. And the dungeon's hilarious. I'm serious. It's funny. It's really funny. You get to see Dana. She makes an appearance in the actual. If you go to the night world and read the Hecate's library, which one is it? I think it's the recurring dream. This one right here is hilarious. Dana is in it, and she curses. It's great. Read this seriously. It's hilarious. Got a good laugh out of this one. Very, very good laugh. So definitely want to read that, and you get those fire crystals just for doing it. It only costs 1,000 coins. Just to open it up. So for like 4,000 coins, literally, that's a pittance in this game. 4,000, you can get all those crystals and complete the rewards. So definitely want to do it. Definitely worth it. All right, so remember to get in there and knock this out. I'll have a video. I'll do another video right before they end, just to remind everyone when it's coming to an end, so that if you want to stop in there and get it to you. But you definitely want to try to get those materials inside of the world boss, and definitely want to try to get. There's 2 copies of Hecate in there, Mother Hecate in there, so you definitely want to try to get that as well. They did a really good job on her. They sort of, I don't want to say they sort of overdid the actual proportions. They tend to do that occasionally. I'm not exactly sure why they needed to go that large in terms, but they did. As you can see, they went pretty large on her. This so that's Temptress Hecate. I think she changes to Mother Hecate when you ask her. But yeah, so whatever. But yeah, definitely try to get her, and you can get 2 copies. You can get her from the claim. You get her from within here. Trial mission after 13, easy to get. Should be able to get that within the first 4 or 5 days, and then you'll be able to get 2 more copies in the shop, Magic Mirror shop. So you should be able to get her at a +2 easily, without doing much work. And if you actually, if you actually purchase the mission pass, you'll be able to get her spa outfit and another copy to raise her up to 3. And you also get Lita's fire version outfit as well in there for the spa, if you do purchase the Devil's Pass. Okay. So if you're looking to get most of her there, she's got a pretty good skill set. Not something that I'm looking. I still think Syrinx is a better healer from the wood side, simply because of her. She grants Fortitude, which will help against going up those pesky water childs that you're going to encounter quite often. Almost regularly inside of PvP. They're still the meta. Water's still the meta. There's been no change. The actual it's sort of leaned towards wood there briefly, but then when they've come out with ignition cores, you can now make Eve back to she dropped off there. Seriously, she was in the game first came out, and for most of its first year of existence, she was the most powerful, hardest hitting child in the game, and then she began to get overshadowed with some of the new ones came out. So she sort of dropped down a little bit in the polls, but now once you get her uncapped, she does become top tier now. Okay, so you can bring her back to the power that she was before. But as you can see, water is still still the meta in terms of if you want to have a PvT. So always try to make sure that your PvP team includes at least some water child, simply because of the fact that the poison that they deal out makes them exceedingly powerful inside of PvP. I also like to use light inside of their Mafdet is a good choice from your light teams, not the water Mafdet, but the light Mafdet, because she hits a ton. This is the water version of Mafdet, and she's a world boss killer. So you definitely want to keep her in mind whenever you have world boss, simply because of her skill set. But yeah, there's really been no change from a priority standpoint in terms of having a powerful PvP team. If you're looking to do that, the best way to do it is with water. You want to think about Thisbe. She's an excellent for PvP. I'm working on getting her up. Once I get her up to make her pretty powerful, I'll probably end up sticking her in there as well. She might end up replacing Bathory, but for right now, I'm using Bathory. This is my PvP team right here. That's why I've focused on the cores for them. As you can see, I've got her up, Dana up twice. This is Bathory. But wood there's some ignition hasn't become active for them yet. It's supposed to come pretty soon from what I hear, and then once I can start ignition, I'll start working on getting her up. I've got some cores saved up for that, but as you can see, I've got Eve to 3. You'll notice she's still powerful, of course, but once you start coring her, you'll notice at about, I noticed it at 2. Okay, Eve, her problem was she was dying. I put an attack agility on her first, then I put a defense on her, and she doesn't die much anymore. I'm able to beat a lot of. I was usually tapping out at about 3,000 or 4,000. Any team that was a good team, good comp team that was about 3,000 or 4,000 was about. I could beat them most of the time, but now I'm up to like 7 or 8. I mean, I wiped out a team that had like a really good team at like 15,000 more. And I was able to survive and won the match. They got fever first, but Dana and Eve surprisingly managed to live after Bathory, Mafdet, and even Mott got taken out. And then shortly after their fever ended, my fever ran, and I was able to beat them. So I'm beating teams that are a lot more powerful than me now. And Eve is staying in the battle much longer, which against higher level teams, she dies pretty easy. So once you can get, once you get her up pretty much, you start to notice that. So put attack, defense, and then start stacking more attack on her. Because the more attack you put on her, she'll be striking she'll be like 5 or 6 hits at one shot. That's what makes her top tier, putting her back to where she should be at the top or very near the top as being one of the most powerful childs in the game. But you do got to core her, okay, to get her back to that. So, but yeah, don't neglect defense if you're going to be using her for PvP. Put a defense. You could even go 2 if you want. I just decided to do 1, and I'm impressed with it. I'm not going to focus on it anymore, as long as she's surviving a lot more now. She literally was the first one that would die most of the time when I was in PvP. Fighting teams that are more powerful than me. She would die first, but now she usually survives. So she's much more resilient now that I've got a defense core on her, and I'm going to continue. So I've got 1 attack, 1 defense, and I'm going to put some more attack. I might stick an agility on there towards the end. I don't know. I want to see that power get back. Maybe like for the final core, I might stick maybe an agility on there, or a crit core on her at the end. But I'm going to go for basic attack right now. Critting is not her mainstay. It's just straight out attack damage with the poison application. So crit would probably help, of course, but crits are something like I'm definitely going to use Mafdet. Archfiend Davy, who I consider to be probably the best straight attacker in the game at this point. A crit would do really well on her. She's my next work to get her up core-wise. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So there's a lot going on in the game. A lot of fun stuff going on, and these 2 events up at the same time, so it's keeping us busy. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed, you'll see a bell. If you click on that bell, you'll be notified each time I do drop a video. If you want to support the channel, you can like or share the video, and that would be appreciated. All right, so this is Kenrir coming at you from the corner, signing out.